Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome back. We are continuing, and forgive me that I left the door open from when I was packing to be leaving tomorrow. But welcome back, everybody, to more Crystal Warriors on the Game Gear. We are on round 7 of 16 total rounds, with the expectation being we're probably going to be able to fully beat this game by Saturday, which means that we are absolutely going to be poised to play Pokemon Gold on Tuesday, which is very exciting news to me. I don't know if it's going to be exciting news to everybody else, but that is a game that I have probably a 2-decade-plus score to settle with to be able to properly play it. So I'm very, very excited to expound bunches and bunches of Pokemon anime tidbits and knowledge that you don't need to know. But in any event, we'll go ahead and continue on with where we're at here, round 7. We went ahead and did all of the shopping/recruiting before we ended the stream last time. I'm going to go ahead and get my guide and notes pulled up here so we are just able to get straight to it. Alright, let's take a look at what we've got here. We've got just the regular monsters here. Okay, Lenovo gave me a pop-up. I'm hoping it's not going to crash OBS. I literally don't know how to stop these from coming up. Anything like with the antivirus or otherwise, it can actually just crash the whole stream. So let's see, how many... Wow, this is a really empty... Is it necessary to be this empty? It'd be one thing if this was like a Shining Force or something where you could bring in reinforcements, but it's not. Well, in any event, we will kill these 3 enemies. We just have to figure out who's going to get the EXP here. So Iris literally cannot get any more. Flare could probably benefit from getting the kills. Elcid we just got. So I'm thinking Flare and Elcid. Fortunately, we are too far away to be able to fully take advantage of any of that. As far as scan, I'm sure we are way too... Yeah, we're way too far out. Forget it. Forget it. Alright, we'll go ahead and move up gently. They're gonna attack me. We're gonna go ahead and retreat from the fight. Of course we're not gonna be able to. I don't want her to get any EXP here if we can help it. Wow, okay. Yeah, we can't ever seem to succeed with it. It is odd how long the game thinks. Alright, how do we want to do this? You're my only fire unit, and you are wind. Okay, so we need to actually have you. Yeah, fire is super effective against wind. Had to remember the weapon triangle for a moment there. Yeah. So we gained a level. So 5 hit points, 4 attack points. Good level there. Okay. So level 5. Meanwhile, you're still at level 3. I can try to get you to close to being the next level, but not actually the next level. We tamed a monster. Not that it's gonna matter too much. We're going to go ahead and have her move up here. Again, not that that'll matter too much. Bridges don't matter. We learned that pretty much the hard way last time. Enemies can just walk on water. It doesn't matter. It's like if you jump in a platform and you're trying not to fall down the pit, and you just find out you can stand on the empty space that's the pit. This doesn't make any sense. It's the same logic here. Okay, so Iris is going to get attacked. We'll go ahead and retreat, which won't work. Meanwhile, the other enemies will start getting their way closer. I like the fact that she barely has any weaknesses. She can probably solo the maps on her own. It's just that I want this to be kind of a group effort here, if we can make it that way. The question is if there's any, like, how many healers are on this map, because that's what's really going to make things aggravating. We're going to go ahead and cast Scan. You. Okay. Aya's there. So, why don't we... You are fire. You're level 5. We've got a wind person coming up. Oh, Orion is about to level. So Orion will get that level there. Let's get you right about there. And turn. You can heal her back up, so she'll gain the 10 that she lost. It's a little too risky to see if everyone else is going to get the stats up they need to. Okay, they're going to go straight for her. No damage to me. 18 damage. Well, we could have her survive with like 1 HP. Hikaru, welcome! Hope you're doing well. We are on map number 7 now. Another wind, so we could probably do 18-18. Very good. That means anybody who walks up slowly can kill her. That worked out great. That was tactically really good. Of course, we don't know who the other people are going to be, so that's where it gets scary. I'm going to actually have you stand over here. This is gonna be my last stream for probably about like 4 days, because I'll be off tomorrow after work, heading to Branson for the my brother's wedding. That's a good question. We are about to find out by using Scan. The big thing you have to worry about here is the weapon triangle system. We have to understand like who's weak to what, who's strong against what. And that's not always clear. Unfortunately, we've revealed only wind people so far, which does not help. We kind of knew that much. Thank you. Yeah, it's going to be exciting. I'll be seeing some relatives I have not seen in like 15 plus years. May have even been longer. I think yeah, that was... Yeah, in fact, I never saw... I guess I would have seen him last at my grandfather's funeral. It's been a good while. It's been a really good while. 18 years? 18 years since I saw my cousin. So I'll see him there. But I appreciate it. Really had to think there for a minute. It's been longer than I thought. Elcid is literally just getting his foot wet. I don't know if this is a smart play, but we're gonna do it. Ooh, attack missing is not a good start. Oh, come on. There we go. Alright. I'm going to have her stand here just to block. Also see who... Oh, another wind person. Okay, no damage, no damage. Is everyone here wind? 65, 65. Flare will level up with another kill. Have you go back a couple of spaces and then heal. Guess we're gonna heal you. Because you took 10 damage. Literally just paid like 3,000 bucks for that unit. I don't want to lose them immediately. So we'll go ahead and do that, and then end turn. Life? Okay, so there is a healer. We already know retreat's not going to work. It's like failed like 20 billion times. Okay, another wind. I guess they're all wind. Which is fine, but this is also why I wanted him to heal himself after he was down only 10 HP. Is because I knew he was getting surrounded, and I needed to block this spot. So I'm gonna go ahead and use heal this tile over here. We'll get ready to heal the other spot in a moment. Interesting that this unit did not attack. 31, 37, 30, 37, 29, 27. Attack this one. Okay, this is wind, but it's a stronger variant. Down to 14 health. Oh yeah, so absolutely would have had this water unit murdered had I not done that choice. I'll have Flare go ahead and attack and get the kill here. As long as Flare gets the kill, any damage I take... Oh, come on. I needed both of those hits. I really needed both. I don't like being down 14. Can't quite reach that spot. We'll go ahead and end here, and then we'll have her heal for the 11. You should not do anything. Neither should you. Healed for 44? So I'll have to go ahead and heal Elcid after. The big problem is, the huge problem right now is this. Oh, and Chem was smart. Chem didn't even attack me. hate it when they're smart. We'll attack 17 and then 17. This is where it gets risky. I can attack with Flare, but if I miss, her HP is going to be so low. Okay, we didn't though. 5 attack, 2 defense. So she is now level 6. We'll go ahead and cast Heal. We'll be in great shape next round because Flare can go around and kill all of these wind individuals. Get to level 7. That way we'll have a level 9, level 7 walking around the map. They'll just have to determine who's going to get the life spell off. Interesting choice. Well, we're just basically softening them all up for Flare. Yeah, it reduces movement and doesn't impede it at all. That was the unfortunate reality of what I learned the last time I played this Art Brigade. It's like I was saying earlier, it's like playing like a platformer, like a Mario game or something, where you're trying to jump over a pit and then like you miss the jump and you just like hover over the pit and like you don't fall in because like the tile doesn't matter. It's just land like everything else. That's kind of how it feels. But welcome. Hope you're doing well. Alright, good work, Rat. And then I'll have you kill this one. They're leveled up. It's gonna be rough because all of the units that are like level 3 probably are not worth getting EXP for at this point because we can probably buy units that are level 4. We'll go ahead and end that one. Start moving up, moving up. I suppose I could get... Yeah, I mean, Elcid could level. Yeah, we paid for you. Yeah, Elcid needs stats. Stat! Okay, 4 attack, 2 defense, that'll help. Start moving everything up. Kind of a pretty simple map. Okay. Let's see, what are your stats? Before we do that, let's see what you are. What kind of Pokemon are you? Okay, so water. Yeah, unfortunately that is not going to be helpful. We don't want to put Flare up there. We definitely don't want to put Flare there. If I could have you survive Marak, I'd like to get you to level 4. I'll go ahead and have her cast Heal on me. Because we're down by 32 HP. And there goes our 32 back. It's crazy we can heal that much with just a regular heal spell. Yeah, so Elsa is full HP because of that level up. Orcus is not really gonna... Unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to do anything to... That person's gonna be fully healed. Bane is gonna use their infinite HP to just, like, regenerate all of the HP back up. Yeah. Okay. Well, thankfully, they attacked me immediately after, so I can at least start carving my way closer. And this is fire. That's gonna do, like, yeah, 16 damage. I should have attacked first. I don't know why I did that, but once I selected the character, I could not cancel. So I was basically locked in. That's kind of the unfortunate thing. If you have somebody that can cast a spell, you can't, like, back out of it. You have to commit to doing it. So now I've got Murak, who's going to die because of my order of operations. The safest thing I can really do right now, in light of all of this, is to waste the EXP yield here. Just kill the unit. And since we now have a water versus fire situation here, I'd like Flare to get the kill here. Now that the water is killed, she can come out. We don't want to have our wind unit anywhere near a fire one, so we'll kind of back off. Life to bring her back to 56. Still will attack Iris, though. Definitely has that main character syndrome, where they'll keep attacking the main unit, just like Shining Force. How much damage might I do if I do that? Why don't I try... So if I do it like this... We'll actually try casting Cold. So that's probably gonna do a fair amount. Yeah, 16. El Cid is level 4. Would be 1 kill after that away from a level. Flare... Like to focus on Flare. Okay. And then Flare can get the final kill over here and potentially get the level. We will attack the boss exactly 1 time. Or this person 1 time. And they're going to counter with sleep. And then wake me up. And we're gonna count on the fact that healers cannot heal themselves in this game. So all we need to do is just wait till next round, and we'll get her to level 7. Just end turn with everyone. Alright. Now we'll go for the kill here. Oh, that was stupid. That's why it was stupid. Okay. Alright. Okay, you win. Congratulations, you're actually gonna get that level now. So Murak's level gained 1 point of defense and 3 HP. There's round 7 done. Alright, let's take a look at what we've got here. Spells? 2100 MP, 2100 MP, that'd be crazy. 2100 gold. Murak only. So we bought it. Same weapons as last time. Keep an eye on your magic points when using your spells. Somebody's got to recover the crystals so we'll never get rid of the monsters. Okay, so nobody to recruit this go around. That probably should have checked that before I plopped 2100 on the spell. Anyway, round 8 is coming up. Okay. The toughest part of this game is honestly just the fact that this game has healers. That's really the part that's the roughest. We have a golem. Okay, let's get Flare to level 7. Tame to level, so 5 HP, 5 attack points, 2 defense. That seems to basically be her levels, it's just she gets 5 attack, 2 defense, which I'm not complaining. So her defense is 17, we're 38 attack. Yeah, Iris is just stupidly strong. Like, 2 more levels, but we have like 18 more. Like, if she gets 2 more levels, she's going to get 21 defense and 48 attack. Compared to my 25 defense and 56 attack. So she's just overall, just a better unit. Plus she actually has MP, so she could use spells and Flare can't. Flare's doing the very best they can, it's just... They're never going to replace our main damage dealer. They are fire, though, which does have utility, so you are wind, right? Let's go ahead and... Can we scan? Not quite. I guess I could technically walk out to the middle of the ocean. There's, like, nothing stopping me. I can go all the way up here. Who cares? But let's go ahead and... Instead of that, we'll slowly poke at this enemy. Also tamed. Meanwhile, I'll slowly push forward here. I forgot Flare gained the level. She did technically take damage, but she leveled up so she healed all of it, so that was a bad play. Doesn't matter, it's not going to cost us anything. Alright. One of those is going to be a healer for sure. At minimum, one of them is going to be a healer. We just have to figure out. I'm going to guess the healer is going to be one of the characters that's staying behind. I'm going to choose this one over here and see what you are. Okay. So it's a Morby Fire. I don't know if they're all going to be fire, though. It is going to be worth my time to just kind of have her chill out over here. you stand that way. There. Flare there. Stand. Stand. That unit moved. That unit moved. Okay. Can attack for 5 damage. Attack. Yeah. I don't think I'll need to heal right now. Okay, another one. That's still fine. Okay. So nobody's stopping me from any of that right now. I could have somebody stand over here. Are they all literally just going to be fire? That can't be right. Oh, we found a healer over there. I didn't think they'd come this far out, but that means they're going to cast, like, Dark, right? Yeah, or Sleep. They kind of traded off Dark for Sleep now. Okay. So anybody we don't kill at the start of the next round, they're going to heal. Elcid will level if we get a kill on somebody with them. I'm going to go ahead and go for damage here. Or not. Okay. We'll go ahead and punch this enemy. And that is going to level you up, Elcid. So 6 HP, 4 attack, 2 defense, 3 luck. Alright, we don't know what any of these enemies are. I am going to need to heal Iris, for sure. Meaning I need to back way off. So that'll heal by 30. Flare would have to get a kill, otherwise I literally can't have this character anywhere basically on the screen. They're gonna die from every fire user. This is hard. I feel like I need to have her here just to at least protect a point of attack. Okay, there's a healer on that side too. I mean, gratefully there's only one person that can heal, but... yeah, they just wasted a turn healing someone with full health. Flash. 12 damage. Oops, I didn't want to actually hit attack. I was trying to scroll through the text. Drain. We'll heal 10 instead of the amount I wanted to heal. Okay. Well, that's going to be a very good next turn for Elwyn. Elwyn gets the kill Morby. Equal ineptitude that round. Alright. I mean, I do want this kill, but the flash is really scary for Elcid. It's basically going to be double damage lightning spell. It did 12 damage to me, meaning it's going to do 24 damage to Elcid. I mean, Elcid can still survive that. I would just prefer to not take that kind of damage. Alright, Elcid got the win there. 23. Yeah, so what I can do... You're 53. I can attack this one time. Have Flare get the kill. Yeah, this map's not bad. We'll retreat. Attack. So 63, 56, and your HP total is 53. I mean, it can go south so quickly. So I'll heal just in case. We're gonna take at least 12 damage unless they go for my water Elcid. You... I mean, you're gonna get fully healed. It doesn't matter. There's two healers. I mean, there's no point in doing any more damage or trying to go for any more. It's just not gonna land. We'll go ahead and scan you. Okay, another Morby. Turn and turn. Flash spell for 12. Can't counter because they're too far away. Interesting, they didn't heal this one. I hope I go for 15. Good, okay, so she's down to 1 health. Okay, and this is water, but they're attacking her. They could have attacked Flare, but they didn't. Flare would have been fine. I mean, she has 63 health still left. But that was probably scarier than it needed to be. Yeah, so we can't, unless we clear the path down here, we can't really do a whole lot. I will do that, though. I'm going to go ahead and have Elcid defeat her. So that's going to clear the way for Flare to attack you. Level up. 5 HP, 5 attack, 2 defense, and this time we got 2 luck. Okay, so you are going to be our... We have a healer and we have the bolter. I mean, I could go down here and bolt this enemy, but it's not really going to do a whole lot. You're at 24 HP. Yeah. I mean, we can kill him. Retreat. And then we'll have you walk up. Flash. Magic can't miss as far as I can tell. So we'll just go ahead and have Murak get the kill here. And then start to slowly scoot our way up, heal back up. Yeah, the game's fine as long as you understand that terrain is more or less a suggestion. It is not a mandate. Enemies can still walk where they want. Okay, so 2 healers. We have a golem we want to try to get a kill for. El Cid should probably go for that so we can get to level 6. We'll end our turn with you. And then we'll start focusing on... Oh, okay. Well, I guess Flair's gonna get the kill then. We've got too many monsters. I agree. Flash spell on our healer. 12 damage. Sleep spell immediately on me. The Bane enemies definitely suck because they're more or less just guaranteed to be one-rounders. They're always going to have some way to interrupt you from being able to attack again. And so consequently, they are really unfun to fight. Got a critical hit for 33. We'll have El Cid go for the kill here. We have to get it though, because otherwise we're taking like a ton of damage with lightning. Yeah, so 19 damage. Oh, we did not need that. We did not need that. Well, that's aggravating. I'm gonna have to waste the turn healing that. You've got to be kidding me. Somebody land a hit. I was about to say I can't heal 2 people. I'm using my healer to attack. Murak. 42. So these are the last 2 enemies on the map. I'll have Flair go for a hit here. I am curious, what does Blaze do? How much damage does it do? Costs 2,100 gold. 12 damage. I'd say that was worth it. I mean, does it hit? Does it hit like everybody in that spot? I mean, that's the only reason I can justify it's costing that much. So my spells are blocked, so I will normal attack. Okay, so 36. Going to attack. Else it's about to level. I'm gonna have Flair go for the attack here. Oh, Flare got the crit. I wasn't expecting to get the critical. We actually over-damaged. They didn't want to do that much. So we'll start moving our way up. And turn. And turn. End. End. Peace. I mean, if Flare gets the kill, it's basically max level for her, but she won't. Okay, to sleep. Normal attack. Dealing like 18 damage. Oh, wow. Well, that's gonna be a slower round then. Okay. So we'll go for the victory next round. And we'll heal in case something goes horrifically wrong. We'll go ahead and heal her. I really don't think, like, even if the enemy gets a critical, she's in danger, but gonna start with a sleep spell against the main character. Okay, I don't want to go for max level yet. I want to give her some wiggle room to attack people if she needs to attack people. I need to, like, barely nudge this enemy if I can. I just don't think I can. I would need to have her do a normal attack. Okay. Now I think we can have Elsid get the kill. Yeah. We did 7 damage, so that was enough. HP 5, attack 4, defense 2. Okay. Round 8 is now done. The guide suggests not buying anything. I may listen, but I want to see what we can do. Someone's here to see you. Borm? I am but a humble peasant who wishes to see our land freed from the clutches of the evil Jinn. So they are fire element. We are already rocking one of those, and rocking one of those pretty well. I will pass. We'll save the game, of course. The key to victory depends on how you use the elements to your best advantage. Getting where you can't leave town without running into a monster. What else can we buy which we may still choose not to? Yeah, so pretty, we've seen all of those spells before. These are early game pieces of equipment. Wow. Okay. Chapter 9. Let's take a look. Okay, so there will be some buying instructions after this, so let's take a look. We've got sand, 9 enemies. We have Evius, a fire monster. Repti, Golem. Again, there's these things over here, but enemies can walk through it, so what does it matter? I'm gonna go ahead and start moving some people forward. After this map, we'll go ahead and take our first break. But this is going pretty well. I mean, level-wise, people are, you know, getting EXP without too much fuss. I like the punching animation of the golem. And the way our head just kind of bobs back when we're getting hit. Boy, the game is really deliberating on that. There we go. Okay. So we should be able to scan now. The critical question is how many rounds is this going to be? Scan... We'll scan this one. Okay, we have Brast, a fire a fire creature. Level 7 fighter. 38 attack. Definitely not anything to, you know, take lightly. Let's see. I could get you your max level right now, Flare. It might be needed. Elcid should probably get the EXP over this fire monster. Somebody else can deal with the top one. Fry will get a level if she can kill the golem. Punch the golem with Ranger. Cat or rat? Retreat. No retreat. Okay. Let's see what level 7 holds for us. HP 3. MP 5. AP 1. DP 2. Okay. Let's go ahead and move Flare on up. Let's go ahead and move her here. Yeah, we're gonna need to probably choke point that spot over there. I don't know if the AI is gonna be smart enough to like try to have people go down this corridor. We'll try to block it off if so. Let's find out who I need to send to block this spot. Morby, huh? Fire and fire. There could be any number of things other than fire here. I'm afraid of a mage. Very high likelihood there's going to be a mage among these 6. We'll go ahead and start launching an attack. Fortunately, you already took your turn, so I can't do much else. Okay, I guess the actual mountains are the one thing that actually function as terrain. People can't bypass it. So it's weird. Now the game has rules. I'll go ahead and have her stand here. I'll top her MP, or top her HP, because there's just really no reason not to do that. Any number of horrible things can and will happen. a shame that they don't have any attack spells. I would have liked to have utilized that. Yeah, this is where it's gonna get kind of dumb. Okay, we found our bolt user. So we're gonna take like probably 13 damage, 16 damage. Okay, the bolt. Okay, so the healing has already been done. They maybe do have a little bit of intelligence. That's nice for them. Okay, so you have bolts. Level 7. Cold. $17 damage. Gained a level. HP 4, MP 2, Attack 1, Defense 2, Luck 2. Okay. So now I can push her up 2 spaces and start willing on Pyro. Pyro will counter with Bolt. I mean, yeah. That's fine. Now granted, the fact that I cast bolts with you means that I can't actually get any closer to see who else is gonna be here to get in my way. I mean, whoever it is gonna get healed. At least we'll reveal who it is this way. 17, so another Morby. Heal. We'll heal her for the 16 damage. Can't really do much else right now. In turn, back off. So Evius is going to attack. This is the creature that, I mean, anybody could kill. Unfortunately, we're going to have to kill it. So they'll go ahead and heal Morby, which doesn't even matter because Morby is going to immediately attack us and will counter. Okay, so they attack with Bolt while I was right next to them, which was a curious choice. Yeah, this is definitely an interesting map. Another Morby. Because it basically means that our mage is going to be the one that's kind of going in here and picking off these enemies. So we'll go ahead and cold this one. As long as it's 3 tiles away, it can land. Attack. I'll go ahead and have her steal the EX. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say I was gonna have her go ahead and steal the EXP. But no, we're not. We are going to just lose that fight. I just wanted I was just saying, as long as the person with the bolt is gone, everybody else can move up. I could use Peace, which would keep it from being able to cast the spell. The problem is it's just going to keep it from casting the spell that round, which is not that useful. You basically are only going to be able to take full advantage of that when it is your turn. If it's the enemy's turn, they get to attack with the spell anyway. Round 1. Okay, so Pyro's going to cast the bolt. We'll counter by killing it. Unless they dodge it. Good. Okay, it's the stronger fire creature, which doesn't matter to me. It's helpful in that this is like the perfect map for so many of these guys. Marek gets to have even more EXP. Okay, who has... Okay, you're the one who has 26, you're the one who has 6, so I need to have you kill. Elsid will get to level 7 if we can get the kill, but still have 2 enemies to worry about, and I don't know what they do. So I will heal from a distance here. And turn, and turn. And end. I don't want to get close. So they'll go ahead and attack, but we'll go ahead and counter whenever the person, the strong fire person does. Oh, there's 2 strong fire people. Okay. Spell Drain. Okay, we have a wind. It's about 10 damage a hit. That's why we did Drain. We didn't know who the last one was going to be. 26 damage, 26 HP, 27. 16. No damage. Retreat. And we're going to have you try to use Blaze and kill the wind creature. That's 25 damage. There's a level for you again. 5 HP, 2 defense points. So now my mage has 42 HP, which is great. Okay. I think we can start moving in. We can start moving in everybody now. I was worried about a super unit that was going to do like a ton of damage, and we just killed the only one I'm afraid of. Everybody else is... Well, I mean, technically you're miserable. That Brass would be a terrible fight, but I'm less worried if it's against a water user. Let's go ahead and have you move to the side. We'll have you flank them. We'll have you hide because you're wind. leave somebody else to get that kill, and that somebody else will be you. I targeted the wrong one. 19 damage. Yeah, this is the one that had low health. Well, that sucks. Well, in any event, I will have you go over here and get the kill then. Elcid leveled up, 5 HP, 4 attack, and 2 defense. Flare can probably start damaging the mage over there. And turn. Technically, I could have healed the main character, I just didn't feel like it. We're still doing fine. Okay, going straight for Iris. We'll go for Drain. Heal me for 15. Then heal for 12. (26 HP). How close are you to... You just leveled up fresh. Okay. 36? Yeah. We'll attack twice. Have Elcid attack. So if I go ahead and do something like this, if I use Cold for 19 damage, I can attack with Flare. And we'll see Flare's final level. (4 HP, 5 attack, 1 defense. Not 2 this time. And there's only 1 enemy left. And I'll go ahead and just heal her to top off her health. Or do 32 heal, that's fine. So we have 2 people with max level. Sleep spell. Oh, it didn't work. That's rare. That's really rare. That's Morgamen. It's kind of odd. It makes me wish that I was using status moves on people, because it just like it just doesn't disappoint. It just like keeps working always. It's so successful. It's kind of stupid. I'm gonna have you attack. Not great. Peace spell is fine. Disappointing. I don't know whether Elcid is gonna get the kill. It's gonna take 12 HP's worth of damage. Nope. We'll have to kill him next round. Running Wild Vidya, how are you doing? We are on map number 9. We are zipping along. The time has come. Whoa, Running Wild Video, what are we playing? What is coming up after Lufia 3? Oh my god. You know how long it's been since I've played that? Seriously, do you know how long it's been since I played it? Because I can't tell you. It's been, it's had to have been like 20-something years. It has been a good while. I will absolutely, I have that on my shelf right up here. So we will load that after we finish Lufia 3. So it's been a very, very, very long time. And I've wanted an excuse to re-experience it. So we're going to be in it for the long haul. That is not a game for the faint of heart. But I will have that ready to go whenever we finish Lufia 3. Thanks so much for the redeem. I didn't realize you had stockpiled that many points. Yes. I didn't even, like, back when I got it from the store, I didn't even know about, like, what was Black Label, what was not Black Label. I just happened to buy a copy before it was, like, thankfully too crazy expensive. It took a while before it got too pricey, which I guess I'm thankful for. Because there's some games that, got really expensive quick and still got even more expensive beyond that. But that one stayed, like, probably like $40 or $50 for, like, most of my life. And then, like, later on, it finally went over 100. Oh, no. What, do you feel like going into it? Like, what happened? While you type that, I am going to hydrate all of you, yourself included. And take my first break since we did 3 consecutive maps. I think it's a good time to step away for just a quick moment. So I'll be right back and I will read what you typed. Alright, let's take a look. Classmate wanted to borrow it in exchange for Castlevania Symphony of the Night. You never got Symphony of the Night. He graduated, never got it back. Thank God Xenogears got the greatest hits released years later along Symphony of the Night, so you got both. Yes, I'm glad about that, but that's horrible about you never getting it back. Yikes. But I'm glad you're basically able to reclaim your copy. Not to, I mean, it took you a couple of years, though. That is sad. I have had horror stories with my brother borrowing stuff. Like Skies of Arcadia Legends down there on my GameCube shelf. That disc did not do very, very well on the way back. So I try not to lend him too many games. Unless they're games that are basically like keys now to download things like PlayStation 5. I really don't care that much. If those get scratched up, but like any of my other games I do. By Rat a Warblade, Murak, Drain, and Frost. Okay. You sold your Xenogears, so does that mean you don't have a copy of Xenogears anymore? I'm assuming yes, since your classmate seems to have absconded with yours. Looks like we've hit the money cap. Wow. I'll need to replace a spell. Drop. I mean, I'm assuming we're gonna get rid of cold. Drain. I mean, we have a water weakness coverage, wind. We can beat water, wind, and fire. Do I care about scan? I don't think I care about drain much. I think I'll probably let drain pass over. Because drain's only gonna matter if I'm letting my mage get attacked, which he's not going to. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel and not buy that. The guide recommends getting it. I'm looking at this and I'm like, that seems stupid, so I'm not gonna do it. Oh, you have your legally distinct copy in your DuckStation folder. I see. Yeah, I'll be playing it off of the PlayStation. I should probably just be playing it off of my PlayStation 2 then. That should work fine. I've got my memory cards up there and the disc up there. Now, of course, we have to hope that everything still runs and works properly. It has been 20 years since I've loaded it, so we'll see how it goes. Yeah, no PS3. And that's one of the consoles I never owned. I never did own a PlayStation 3. I'm like, you know, when Kingdom Hearts 3 gets out, maybe I'll get it. And then Kingdom Hearts 3 never came out, so I never got it. So at least not for the not during the PS3 era, it didn't. But so I just never ended up owning it. So I missed a lot of games that kind of were birthed on the PS3. So like I never played the God of War, I never played like Dark Souls or Demon Souls. I never played any of those after the basically during that particular era. So there's a lot I missed. Metal Gear Solid 4, never got to play that either. So a lot of things that at some point, it'd be nice to try to go back and try to play them. I bet you didn't know that tame monsters could be used in battles. I did know that. I think we'd be in trouble if we didn't know that this late. I used to serve in the Jin army, but when I learned how evil the Emperor was, I deserted my post. Can we hire anybody to join our Nakama? Nope. We will go straight to round 10. And he waddled away, waddle, waddle, waddle. Let's see, what do we got here? Phoenix, of course. Wow, there is nothing going on here. It's just this. It's just one Phoenix and nothing. I will start moving my units up. We'll go ahead and scan the unit in the middle. And you are... Enemy engaged Arium. It's an 85 HP fire creature that's level 9, so we've got a max level enemy unit. We have Drain, though. We do have Drain. So that's makes it a little less scary. I'm not worried about being able to beat it. I am worried about fighting it along with 20 other things, so we need to get rid of everything else before we even try to deal with that. I'll just have you go ahead and walk on sand. While the game is thinking, I'll go ahead and pour my hot water for the cocoa. This isn't really a turn I'm going to have to pay much attention to. None of the enemies can reach me yet. There's only 16 maps, so we are... including this one, there's 7 left in the whole game. Let's do this one. You are... okay. Intermediate one. But yeah, Xenogears ought to be exciting. I'm wondering how many. I'm thinking in my head, how many streams is this gonna take? It's gonna be a lengthy game. No question about it. Am I grinding out the rock, paper, scissors? I'm sure I'm gonna have to do that. I remember that taking me a good while. I'm almost wondering if I want to like have a pre-save ready, like a save that I'll load, like play through the beginning section until I do the rock, paper, scissors, and just have that ready to go, play through the original part, get to that section, because otherwise that might be rough. That might be a not fun time. I figured this was going to be the most expeditious way to reveal the question mark enemies, is just like stand here. Okay, so there's Brast again. We'll need to conserve some MP for Drain for the boss. I'm gonna use some of this for now in case an enemy comes up and casts a spell. Okay, so that one's coming in from the... Okay, this is getting a little tricky. This enemy thankfully is not moving up yet. How do I want to play this? You have 37. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and cast Frost. So this is gonna hurt quite a bit. 26 damage to you. Now we're gonna try to attack this enemy. And that did 12, so we'll gain a level. Interesting. Considering I thought our EXP was empty. Do we get extra EXP if we happen to be a lower level? I'm wondering if that's how it works. Let's see. How do I want to do this? I still have to worry about this idiot. What are the odds of you being water? You have 42. We're gonna go ahead and have everybody else hide. Heal Princess Iris. And then meanwhile, you need to hide this way. This is rough because I'm like, Drain? I don't need Drain. I might need Drain. we might regret not getting Drain. We might really regret not getting Drain. I'm going to move one tile south just to prevent one of those enemies from going down and attacking. So that one is a healer. That's fine. We knew there'd be one this map. Blaze. 15 damage to me. Ooh. Not great. But that's part of the reason why I wanted to use Drain. Is I was worried about the possibility of there being... There's more than one. I'm going to go ahead and use Drain. That leaves me with 4 casts after this one. I'm of the mind that I'm not gonna let someone else try to farm the EXP. We need these people dead. We need them gone. Ooh, it is Brast. That is fine. We will survive that. We are gonna go ahead and cast Frost though. So it's gonna be 26 damage to them. And then Frost again. Another 26. And then he can get the kill next round. Marak. 7. Okay, so we'll move this way. Frost. So far we have 2 people that need to get healed, Iris and you. She's 27. We have a Bolt user, which makes me really nervous for Elcid. Fire Flash. Oh, you have access to Fire and Flash. You just, okay, you have Blaze, which is a worse fire. How much HP? 36? Spells can't crit. We can miss, though. Also, we can't kill Seth no matter what. But we need to get rid of the person who has bolts. We'll double cast heal on her. So we'll go ahead and move here. Heal there, heal there. It's possible more than one person might attack if I do that. But the double heal is absolutely necessary for her. Okay, so Elcid can attack Russ. But it'd be better to attack... The problem is if we miss even once, we're taking like 24 damage, and the fight gets ugly. What are the odds that we'll just... Hey, Mackenzel, welcome. Thank you for the hydrate. Alright, cross your fingers, everyone. Good. That would have been a very, very painful turn. It's still going to be painful, but it's not going to be like we're going to die. Like the other option was. Alright, we don't know who you are, which makes me nervous. We know who you are, which makes me less nervous. You can counter. I'm going to go ahead and stand here. Damage, and then 14. Yes. So we're done with that enemy. We will just have you stay here. Literally cannot have my wind character do anything. Blaze spell is fine. Yeah, they all get a cool design. So they're gonna start by casting Sleep, which is like 95% effective. It barely misses ever. That one's running away. They're really wanting me to use my charge to figure out who you are. I will do it. I don't really have anything else he can do. Alright. Oh, it's just a simple Morby. That is fine. Elcid will reach max level after this kill. So you are the Blazer, right? Oh no, you're the healer. So, oh that's right, if I attack you, you're gonna counter with Sleep. I literally do not care. That is fine if he wants to do that. I don't care. Yeah, I know. I like it, especially since there is a scan option to reveal it from a distance. Otherwise, you just get kind of surprised as to who's coming. It's a pretty simple, it's a pretty simple and easy to pick up and play tactics game. I don't really have any complaints about it. Well, that's a lie. I have complaints about it. I always have complaints about stuff. But it's extremely easy to just play without a whole lot of deep thought. The terrain doesn't always function like it should. Such as if you see let's pretend this is a bridge. Let's pretend this is a bridge, right? So in any other tactics game, you'd have a character stand right here. And you'd block other units from being able to come down in here. Like, you have to worry about enemies that can attack over multiple spaces, like archers or mages or things like that. But just in general, you could use this as, like, you could keep a weaker unit over here to, like, protect it. But if this were water, this game's like, no, we're just gonna have people walk on this tile. It doesn't matter. And it's just, like, it's really kind of annoying. It's like, really? And then, like, I almost lost. My healer had, like, I'm not kidding, 2 health left. It's a permadeath game. If you lose a character, you can't get them back. And I'm like, I didn't think they could come here. Like, I wouldn't have even put them in the middle of this island if I thought they were going to get hit. And so that was just like one of those things where I'm like, well, okay, now I know. But for a while there, that was scary. So we have Pyro, which I'm not even worried about. Okay, we did exact damage, so Elcid reaches max level. So 5 HP, 6 attack, 2 defense. Yeah, everybody is. And I am going to... You're the one who got attacked, right? So yeah, I'm going to have you heal. Healers are not able to heal themselves in this game, which is why it's really nice you have the opportunity to buy a second healer. In case you need to heal the first healer. And you are going to hide. It's also got like a weapon triangle type system, only it's with elements. So fire beats wind, and water beats fire, thunder beats water, and then I don't think anything seems to be beating Earth. The main protagonist of this game seems to be Earth, and like nothing can stop me. I'm just so strong. So Morby, it's a level 2 Morby, which is really odd to have a creature that weak. I do need to heal you, don't I? I can walk this tile. Here's how we can do that. We will kill one bird with 1 frost, and then we will heal all the way back to full when we get our level. So it's 5 extra HP, 3 MP, 1 defense. And so now we're 47 health. So this enemy is not going to be able to have the movement, I think, to get to me. Unless they do and I die, which will be kind of sad. Now as for this enemy... This one is just going to counter with spells. It doesn't actually have the ability to put me to sleep. The problem is every time you go into the menu, and then follow it up by closing the menu, it does restart the music loop, which is a little sad. Oops, I did that thinking I needed to attack this unit when I needed to attack this unit, so I just wasted my turn. Great. So, yeah, actually I cannot have anybody kill them. We'll have Blaze stand over here. And then heal back our main character. And I don't know what you're gonna do, but you do it. Oh, I needed to heal you. That is fine. Dangerous, but fine. Actually, it's not fine. If they walk 2 spaces away and attack me, we're dead. So, because that way they'll get 2 turns. So that was an oops. They're not gonna do it though. They did target me, which I figured they would. But if I were playing against a human opponent, they would have killed me. Also, I don't know why I did that. I needed to do this. I could have actually just killed this enemy outright had I just selected Frost as option number 1. We'll go ahead and have him get the kill here using Frost. Alright, so this enemy has 15 health. Not close to a level. We'll go ahead and have you attack. 14 damage. Of course I do that much. Alright. We'll start moving the main hero this way. Before we forget, we'll heal you back up. And then heal you, since you took damage. And then we just need to start willing on the boss, and that'll be it for the map. I could have Flare go. The big problem right now is we have a boss with like 79 attack power and 25 defense. I don't want to really get in there unless I have to. If I can make somebody a more tasty target than my mage, that'd be great. Oh, okay. So we just took 20 damage from that. Yeah, our mage would not have liked that. But this is why we kept MP for Drain. We'll cast Drain, which is going to heal 21 HP. 1/4 of the damage of their max HP, or 1/4 of the HP they have left is going to be healed back to us. We'll get attacked again for 20. We'll Drain for 16. So very good. So they are at 48 health. So I'm going to go ahead and... I can technically, from 1 space away, drain 12 if I want. And then I can hit for 27. So that puts you, leave you at 9. 12, 27, 39, so 9. What can I do to deal 9? Well, not getting my units killed, because there's a chance we can still miss. I'll go ahead and put you here. I am going to move 1 space away. I am going to drain. mean, I'm going a little bit aggressive here. But I think it's the right thing to do. Oh, why did that... Why did that do so little? That only did 12 damage? Why didn't it do like 27 like the others? Is the defense... I mean, because you can argue, well, the defense power, but I've had defense power from other things not do nearly that. So I don't know. Either way, I'm going to go ahead and put my healer in harm's way. And in retrospect, I know what I should have done differently about that round. To where I'm not going to have to worry, didn't have to worry about a healer being selected. Oh, we never healed Arion. Okay, here's what I should have done. What I should have done was one tile away, drain. And then I would have gotten the attack for turn 2. As long as we're like literally one tile away, it should still be fine. So that is going to make things a little bit rough for the next several maps. But that one is literally my own fault. That was the stupidest thing I could have done. Alright, so map 10 is done. Alright. So we need to go ahead and see who we can hire. Whoever it is, we need to buy it. I don't care who they are. Let me give you a hand, Your Highness. Without me, you don't stand a chance. Against the Jinn. Okay, hire. Tyrus joins my car. My cause. Not my car. Unless they want to join my car. Alright. So now they have a new person. We need to buy new equipment for that person. War Claws. Alright, let's take a look at what other spells we might have access to here. We've got Life. So that is for Fry. Orion would have been able to have that spell if we didn't throw him away. So we'll go ahead and save and get ready for the next map. Map 11. Let's see. Nothing down that way. We have 2 monsters. We have Tut, Evius, and then, of course, 9 mysteries. Tyrus is a Wind Ranger. With my luck, though, it's probably just going to be more. It's just gonna be all fire all the time. It's like it seems like every map has nothing but fire. Why? Why? Why is it all fire? I mean, that's fine, I guess. I don't care. It's just that's not gonna be a big deal. We'll start moving people up. We have 3 people at max level. So we just have to, like, not let them die. Okay, so that one's going down that way. Alright, we will end... we technically have scan, so I'll have her scan, since we're literally just wasting... I probably should have scanned somebody that's not like 2 tiles away and about to attack me. All fire! That means these people need to not be in the fight. They're just gonna get killed. It's funny that this game is basically just boiling down to like 4 people attacking and the rest of the people just getting out of the way of the 4 people that are attacking. That's just basically the game right now. Alright, so you scan this one. Shad. It's a 63-63 water. Okay, Morby can't even touch me. Another Morby? Yes, another Morby. So pretty free EXP for our mage. Okay, they're doubling back. Okay, they were technically 3 tiles away from us, so that person's not a mage. Or they would have clobbered me. Elcid is already max level. Can't really squeeze out any more EXP from you. I can get the kill here. If I stand like here. Cast Frost. It doesn't matter what level the enemy is, we get the same EXP. The important thing is I comfortably protect this guy. I am worried about Shad, though. Nobody healed, though. But I guess it was the start of the enemy phase. I will have you go over here. I want to try to block people in this angle. Okay, so I can have you stand here. Iris doesn't need to do anything yet. I can walk up and attack. My wind units aren't really going to be able to do a whole lot. Healer can't do much right now. I can walk up, but then this unit's not protected. I'm going to stand right where I'm at and end. And you can end too. Pretty straight into the point map. We're already at the area where like all the bosses and everything are. Like it's right at the start, so no big deal. Okay, a water enemy. Doesn't seem like there's any mages on this map. Healing mages or regular mages, so there's not really anything scary here. Yeah, nobody's able to poke through this barricade I've made. 26, and then of course 6 HP. So I will have you level up. That does 27 damage. 6 HP gain, 2 defense, 1 luck. So you are now level 8, so 2 more kills and he's max level. You are at 26 health. Yeah, I mean, basically we'll just have this guy kill. We'll just have our main character kill the water unit. It's not a big deal. Yeah, we'll be well poised to beat the game on Saturday. Holy cow. This game's moving so fast. This is like a pristine example of like a game you could like rent over a weekend and just beat. Fry doesn't need to heal anybody. We will ignore those enemies for now. We'll just kind of hang tight here. Wait for people to come our way. Everyone else is going to start filtering down this way now that they realize that there is an opening. I'm going to go ahead and have you attack. It is another water monster. That's tough. You have 76 HP. That's less worrisome. Alright, so there's the water creature gone. Good work, Elcid. That means I can hide. I'm gonna move Fry out of the way. Heal you. We don't fully know the identity of these three, but I'm going to assume it's gonna be okay. We'll see if that comes back and kills me. It probably will come back and kill me. I'm gonna go ahead and have this one hide. Can't really do much with you. Keep you here for now. We'll see who they target. These could all be water, and they could try to murder Flare. We'll see. But I need to protect my mage. Interesting choice. We'll go ahead and kill this. Of course, the EXP is going to be pretty wasted. It is water, but they're attacking her. Yeah, so all of these are worms. Shad is gonna get in the fight. We'll go ahead and drain. We'll do 15 damage. And then we can attack for like 16 if we really need to. Or 14. Okay, so actually the drain at full health was just better. Okay, so bunch of water enemies. So you have 6 health left. I could have Murak. Yeah, I'm gonna get greedy. It's more fun that way. go ahead and have her attack. Puts him at 6. Alright. You have 5 HP. We're gonna try to have you go for game against this enemy. Yeah, 10 damage. And then you have 6 HP. We'll have you get the kill here. And then that won't end the map because there's one other enemy at the castle. Wow, this was a really fast map. There's not really a whole lot happening here. We'll start moving you up. We'll heal you. Put you at 24. And then end turn with you. Flare tamed the monster, but we have too many. Okay, so let's find out who our mystery guest is. And it's another one of these. Another Shad. Oh, we got a critical against us. That was a rough critical hit, actually. I'll go ahead and have you attack from the top. Level 5. I mean, I could get her a level. It's wind, right? Is it wind or water that this... Water. Okay. So, I will flash... 21 damage, and then you can get the kill unless you miss and just absolutely suck. And that is map number 11, I think. So Tyrus levels up and gets 5 HP, 5 attack, and 1 defense. There's round 11 done. Okay, so let's see what we can buy. Oh, we have like a 3,500 gold weapon. We can only buy 2. We're gonna buy it for Iris. And Flare. There's no way to really compare the stats, so we're just gonna have to hope we're just gonna do stupid damage. Yeah, we don't need any of these. Used to be a nice place before the monsters appeared. So we have 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. The game is beaten. That's nuts. Not even women or children are safe from the evil hordes of Jinn. So we have 5 maps left of the whole game. I'm not gonna brute force try to force end credits, but like if it feels like it's gonna happen naturally, it'll happen. I am gonna take a quick break though, so I'm gonna go ahead and take another break since it's been another series of maps. Be right back. Alright. Let's see. So that was all of the notes for 11, so let's go ahead and move on to map 12. Oh, this is just a summonable monster. I'm like, this looks like a recruitable somebody. Oh wow, this is a pretty simple, straightforward map. Who needs free EXP? So basically, someone can cast... you can reach max level right now. Let's do that. I'm gonna go ahead and have him... blaze on a wind creature. Mirac will reach... max level. 6 more HP, 5 MP, 1 attack, 1 defense. So that's as high of a level as he's going to get. I'm going to go ahead and start... I'm going to try to shove everybody to one side of the map. Since I have one character on this side, we might as well have all characters on this side. Now, I'm not sure how this staircase is going to work, if it's just aesthetic, if they can reach this part of the map without it. But I'm going to go ahead and move over there, and I'm going to cast Scan. Everybody's in range, so we're going to scan the middle. Okay, so we found a healer. What spell list does you have? You have Life, Sleep, and Peace. Alright. That doesn't help me a whole lot. I was hoping to figure out whether we were going to see a trend of fire creatures, water creatures, because usually there's consistently a mixture of multiple of the same one of whatever I reveal. So when I don't reveal a full roster, you know, when I don't reveal one of those main types, it kind of hurts. The part that makes this map scary is the fact that they can flank on two sides. So we're gonna have to kind of figure out the theme here and figure it out fast. So I'm gonna scan... figure out who needs to go here. That is wind. So it is safe for Flare to go up this way. I'll have her scan as well. Let's see who's coming up this side. I'm gonna assume it's water. It's fire. Okay. So fire is pretty safe as far as a unit here. I could do it like this. 1, 2. This is where it's awful that Oris died, because I only have one healer now, and I feel like this is a map where I'm gonna need 2 healers. So we're gonna have to really stretch this out and make this work somehow. Especially since that wind enemy is gonna hit us for like 10 a hit. I need her to stop moving up. I'll need her to probably stay like right over there. The question is, are there gonna be like long range mages that are coming from that side or not? In any case, our healer is going to be able to basically heal this entire perimeter, so it's not a big deal. We only need one unit to kind of block that side off. So 9... Okay, we actually took 9 damage now, my mistake. They're going to push forward. No spell cast, so they're not a mage over there. Okay. So... Fire. I mean, we need to test our new weapon out, don't we? The problem is that means I'm only going to be able to heal one person. I'll have to decide who I want it to be. I kind of want her to get the kill right now against this enemy. There could be, like, 2 more of it, which makes me really nervous. What are the so here's the part. Here's the part where, okay, I almost made a terrible mistake, and I'm gonna. And any of you who've played a tactical game would have made the same mistake I did. So here's what I did, and here's why it's the wrong move to make. I was gonna walk over here thinking it is a 1-tile entry just like this side. It is not a 1-tile entry. These are not decorative. These are not walls. You can actually walk on these, meaning if I put a character over here, I'm going to get flanked probably in multiple different respects. I can have a character attack me from here and a character attack me from here, so I can have a unit just simply die because of that. So I can't just shove a unit here. I need to... What I'm gonna have to do is something like this. I'm gonna have to get, like, a unit here. But it's so awful because it means I'm gonna have to... I only have 1 healer, and I'm having to have them do, like, 20 different jobs. Yeah, so I'm gonna have my water unit go over here. I'm gonna have my fire unit go over here. Yeah, that seems to make sense to me. I'm gonna push for damage, because we already know there's a mage that's gonna fully heal this enemy if I don't. So let's just do it. And then I'll have my healer heal. So you... I guess you can stand over here. I don't know what the chances are that they'll do something really crazy, but... We'll just go ahead and heal 27 HP. Let's find out who you are. What are we fighting? I'm gonna assume this is fire, and I'm gonna cast Frost. Oh. It is water. That was the, Well, Blaze is gonna have a fun time with you. It's not gonna be fun at all. Rat can't do anything. I'm gonna go ahead and move you over here. You can just stand over here. You can't fight anybody. You're level 3. Okay. So the healer doesn't have anybody that really wants to heal. So yeah, that we take 12 damage from that. We don't have any spells. Monsters... The problem is I don't know... I have anybody that's really going to be able to exploit the elemental weakness. I'll battle. I don't know what monsters or what elemental prowess. And it was another one of these jerks. Okay, interesting. They didn't attack. They didn't attack at all. I can do 21 damage and then have her punch through that. So spell. It must be a fire. That enemy has to be fire. That's the only reason it didn't attack my water. Go ahead and attack with Flash. 22 damage. Punch a hole through this one. Tyrus cannot do anything because they are wind and we are dealing with fire. 47 HP. Battle. And there's another wind one down. This is tough because I cannot heal this one. Not right now, anyway. I'm gonna have to heal the person who's taking the most damage, which is you. The problem is this boss, this enemy here, can still heal the person should I punch them hard enough. I'm assuming they're fire, so I'm just gonna end turn. Don't need to really go for much more damage. Oh, we do have a mage. I mean, that was... Oh, it's a water! That was a surprise. I thought they didn't attack my water because they were fire. They were water the whole time. Well, that means I have to let my main hero not heal. We just have to hope we don't get a critical against us. Alright, so, yeah, we have to heal. Oh shoot, I can't back out and do life. Yeah, that's very, very helpful. I should have done life because it just heals more. I keep forgetting I bought it. I'm so used to casting the regular heal that I don't even think about it. And I should be thinking about it. It's 45 health. I can do 22 damage. Flash. So now you're down to 23. You are at 58 health, which is not great. I will go ahead and attack you. Good. Flash and fire. I need to move you. You could technically get targeted, and I don't want that. Do I want to get greedy? Or do I just want to sit here? I don't like sitting around. Okay, no blocks happened. So we are done with that particular side. There's still one mystery enemy here. How much HP does this person... Oh, this person still has all their health. Yeah, I mean, I guess I kind of have to do it like this. Just kind of create a wall. Flash spell for like 8 damage. 7. Okay, so we're one tile away, so we can actually just start willing on this guy. Very good. We'll have to heal next round if we can, which is now. So we'll go ahead and do that. Keep forgetting I can use life. Very good. So you have 28 HP. Yeah, so we'll do it like this. And there goes that enemy. I'll move up you. Cast Frost. So this will do like a considerable amount of damage actually. 29. And then we'll get the kill with you. No real EXP to be distributed amongst them. They're all max level. Whoever this person is, they're probably pretty hardcore. I'm gonna go ahead and try using Scan. I forgot Iris has heal. How funny is that? I forgot my main hero of the game can actually heal other characters. Oh, this is another healer. They're all just there's nothing but healers left. Okay, we can just start pushing for the game then. I'm glad I checked the spell menu. I actually forgot all about that. Okay, they're running away. Tyrus probably needs to try to go for kills. The problem with fighting mages like this, though, is that they are programmed to basically have either sleep or dark or something that's only going to make you be able to attack one of your 2 rounds. And so you can't really make as much... You can't claw as deep as you'd otherwise like to. We'll just go ahead and end turn with you. Okay, enemies did not do anything during their phase, so we'll go ahead and just start pushing our way up. Do that. We're not even going to need our mage. They're fine over where they're standing. Dark spell. We'll try to attack and it won't, of course, work. And then sleep. Alright, let's... I can't even get that close. I'm gonna move you over here, attack this enemy from this direction. So that's 16 damage. We'll just get the obvious miss damage. Obviously, we'll miss. I'll go ahead and have you attack. And that's exact damage. Well, that's more than exact damage. That's 2 extra. I'm gonna go ahead and have him push. We'll use Frost. Probably a good 12 damage to this guy. 17, okay. And we know 2 of our allies will do 16 damage even. Sleep spell. Here's how we'll do it. I'll use Flash. leaves him at 1 health, and then we'll go ahead and kill with our Ranger Tyrus. That way Tyrus gets the EXP. Bullet, welcome! We just finished map 12. So we started at map 7, so we did 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and now 12. So we've done 6. There are 4 maps left of the whole game. I'm not saying I'm gonna go necessarily tonight until I do all of them, but it's gonna be increasingly making less sense to only have 1 map left for Saturday. It's very possible we just beat the game today. See, we have spells that are available. Let me just check the guide to see if they have any recommendations as far as equipment. Claymore for Iris. Let's check our weapons. Oh, jeez. Alright, so our main hero has an even stronger weapon. I wish I didn't spend all the money on a Hauberk that was easily replaced. It is kind of a shame. There's not like a sub-equipment menu, so I can't give the Hauberk to a different character. It just like gets thrown on the ground and disappears. It sucks. The young men of our town have all gone off to battle the Jin army. I pray that my brother will soon return from battle. Okay, we'll go ahead and save and lock in our progress, and then we'll go ahead and continue. Let's see. Who's on this map? Holy cow. I've never seen... This map is so huge. Also, they're just enemies randomly over here. I mean, they're not gonna come to me. I'm gonna have to go to them. Nice bridge. Nice bridge. Alright, so only 9 enemies and those guys, which I'm not gonna bother with. I mean, it would be good for Tyrus, but that's it. Tyrus could use it. Other way. Are we close enough to scan? No. We cannot see who the enemies are. We'll start moving our healer up. This map is actually huge enough to where we're going to have to keep our healer, you know, a little bit closer to the action because there's just no way their heal is going to reach the entire screen like the last place did. I wonder how much damage Iris is going to do with this weapon. Alright, so we're going to start by having Iris move up. Cast Scan. Let's target the middle. I want to know who's in the fortress. Healer? Okay, there's a strong water enemy. 89 attack power. So it's, for all intents and purposes, it's a major boss. I don't think any of the other enemies that are going to be coming up are going to be quite as scary. I am going to go over here and use Scan with him. Let's figure out who's coming our way. The main thing I'm worried about are mages. Like, any long-distance fighters are a scary thing. Okay, that's water. I'm noticing a trend here where we've... Of the people that we've revealed, 2 have been water. So it seems like we're probably going to emphasize 2 elements. We just don't know what the second element is yet. We'll keep our level 3 unit over here because they are just not going to be able to help. Okay. So we're going to have to slowly make our way through here. What the rough part is that this area is wide open enough to where a lot of scary stuff can slip through. see. If I cast heal, though, if I try to cast heal, I'm gonna be stuck and lose my healer's turn. I'm trying to get a general idea of, like, what is the range of this heal going to be. But we'll ignore that for now. We'll try to stand right here. It is a water monster. 4 damage and another 4. So you are at 22. I can have him get the kill from here. So I'll use Flash. That should do like 20... Oh, we got a critical hit. I didn't know magic could critical. That's actually scary to find out, because now I'm even more scared about the mages. It's also the most damage we've dealt with anything ever in the whole game, so scary, scary guy. These are probably both water, so I don't know if I want to have Flare challenge them. Like, everybody we're revealing is just water. So I'll have you stand there. If anyone's fire, though, they're just going to tear through Terrace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think they're going to get close enough, but we'll go ahead and just try to be proactive here. Since I have a free turn, I am going to cast heal. Just in case there is a mage. And then you can just end your turn. Okay. They are just moving. Okay, another one of these shads. I'm trying to save Drain for the boss if I can. Yeah, he's walking in the water. That is the thing you can do in this game. Water everywhere. Blaze literally cannot get in with like this Pokemon super effective water nonsense. I can go in and have 31 health, so even zapping isn't going to fully kill them. I do need to kill this one, though, before he gets down here and smacks Murak in the face. I'm going to go back a couple of spaces and cast Flash. So it's 22 damage, leaves him at 9. Doesn't look like he can come down this cliff, but he can go like that. So we'll see if he does do that or not. Tiras could get involved here. I just don't know if they should. I'm worried about all of these guys now, though. I don't know who to block where. You have how much health now? 37. You obviously need to get the next heal. I could have her kill that shad, or I could have her kill this shad. I'll have her kill this one. And then we'll cast heal. Heal is going to heal for 32. I don't know what the MP cost is, because the game doesn't tell me about, of heal versus life, but if I were lower than 35, if I had lost more than 35 health, I'd probably do life. So we're going to be at 62 health after this. We will do our best there. I could have him walk up and just start slamming this guy. Worried about what these guys will do, though. Plus, it opens up the pathway for Flare to start getting hit. But I think this guy needs to die. Alright. Oh, 2 MP difference? Wow. Okay, well, next time I'll go for it then. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and just keep her here? For now. I need more info about who's coming before I commit to it. Oh, heal cost 2, so... Ooh, there's the Bolt. 16 damage. Oh no. This is not what we need. How many mages? No, don't put me to sleep. Don't put me to sleep. I can't counter if I'm asleep. I was gonna drain whoever attacked me next and just use... They missed. Okay. We just took 11 damage from that. I am gonna have to dig deep and use Drain. So we'll go ahead and heal 18 from that. Oops, I was trying to mash through the text quickly. I didn't want to attack. I wanted to do Drain again. That's fine though. It is whatever it is. She's getting healed though. I mean, there's no question about that. So you're annoying. You're definitely annoying. All of these guys suck. There's nobody really left other than these guys though. This person can heal. But but I need to focus my attention on these. So she needs to cast Life. We have lost more than the 35 I mentioned. Yeah, so that healed us to max. .47 health. Yeah, so 6. Yeah, she has so much MP that's not gonna be a problem. We could cast 10 more of those, and the fight's gonna be done by the time I cast 10 more of those. Okay, so we have Shad over here. I'm honestly inclined to ignore them and just start wailing on these guys. So what spells? So you only have Frost, which is a concern for you. You have Bolts, which is a concern for you. So I can have him attack this one, but then he's gonna get... Yeah, he can't attack a Bolt person. Oh, I can't even reach the person with bolts. Wind. Wind is weak to fire, so we do not want to fight anybody who would have access to Blaze, but I don't think either of them do. And, the music loops every time I exit the menu, which is annoying, but... I can't do anything that's super effective against any of them. I just need to start dealing damage to somebody. She has 65 health. For now. She won't for long. I am going to go ahead and start attacking this one. Ah. I see we are dumb. Yes, so, okay. Well, let's see. It depends on how much damage my spell is gonna do. I was really wanting to save my spell for you, but that's not gonna work. We have a level 9 Shad, which is terrible. Which is really, really terrible, but I mean, we took We need to kill this enemy because we cannot take... We're in serious trouble. Already used my heal. I'm gonna have to ignore that enemy. I have to go for trying to kill this one. Yeah, so that one dies. We have Bolt left over. So how do I want to do this? I can't engage with this guy. He's going to do too much damage to somebody else. You have 39 health left over. How much did have you taken anything? You're at 76. If we're lucky, he'll target him with Thunder. Damage, 12 damage. Not good. It's not as nearly enough as I thought it was gonna be. So we have wind, but like if we did 12 with that weapon, it's not gonna be great. And you still have 15 left. I'm gonna have to dip into yeah, we're gonna have to do it like this. Everyone's gonna have to take some damage here this round, but it's gonna be hugely important. Yeah. Now, the question is that enemy going to wanna walk up and hug me one tile away to where it can attack twice? If so, I'm gonna have to drain to try to stay alive. I think we're fine, it's just got a little bit scary for a moment. It's tough since we lost that healer. We only have 2 people with heal, and one of them is my main damage dealer. You can stand over here and be a target, I guess. Yeah, I figured. That is fine. We're gonna be put to sleep. That is also fine. Oh, it missed. That never happens. He could cast sleep in main phase too. It doesn't really matter a whole lot. Because the fight's over, I'll be awake now. Okay, there's another enemy coming up, so I have to worry about that. We have 19 health. 52. Who is this jerk? We have 25 health left. We can kill the healer right now. How much, okay, you're not gonna level from that. I know we need to heal this character, but the question is, when do I want to cast that heal? Don't have much of an opportunity here to be able to do it. Okay, so I will... 25 health. 56. Attack. Put you at 11. The 2 damage is fine. I'm not worried about that. I am worried about who this is, though. Really worried about that. So 11. We can just have her kill this. again, it's bolts. I'm a little nervous about that. I'm gonna back him off just a little bit more. We don't even know if that person's a mage. If that's a mage, it's gonna get really ugly really fast. I could attack from 3 tiles over. I have 59 health. Yeah, let's do that. We're gonna go ahead and cast Blaze. They'll counter, but I have the HP to tank it. I don't care. Attacking Watt is a very curious choice. Or Rat. Oh, it's a water. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Alright. So, we're fine now. I'll just go ahead and have Iris. Let's see, we have Shad over there we have to worry about. $23 health, you need to get healed now. 52. Yeah, unfortunately, somebody's gonna have to take some damage here. I guess Iris can. It's really fine. This is definitely a longer map because of the fact we're fighting a mage. More than one mage. That's like 3 or 4 just on one map, which is unusually high. So we need to go ahead and have her stand over here, cast Life, heal Flare back up. It does? Okay, so it heals an extremely high amount. I'm gonna go ahead and stand here, cast Flash to do like 22 damage. You have how much health? 52. You're at 9. 9. Okay, 9 health left over. We're gonna try to punch through this guy. Okay, we did enough. Okay, so now it's just this enemy that has 79 HP, but 89 attack, meaning we cannot challenge that enemy with anybody that is not fully healed. Alright, so let's start buffing people. You get healed. And then I'm going to have her heal, but I need to leave enough HP for drain, or enough MP for drain. I don't want to get too close. I'm afraid we'll start aggroing the boss. They are water, which is kind of rough, because I don't have good weakness control over that. Yeah, everyone's taken a bit of damage here. Okay, so 65 HP, start moving up. We're gonna start getting ready to get aggroed here. 66 health. Rat. The thing is, I'm afraid she's the only one that's going to be able to survive more than one attack to the face. She can't even try. She is fire and will die. Go ahead and cast heal. Alright, I think we are ready to try and see what happens. Tyrus will be over here, but again, it doesn't really matter that much. Elcid's there, and turn, and turn, and turn. Let's see if the boss aggroes. Yes. Attacked. We took 22 damage. We'll drain for 19. Attack again for 22. Go ahead and drain again. So that's going to do 15. So he's at 49 health. I can mitigate a little bit of the damage by doing Flash. Just have to be careful. We lost the healer last time because we weren't careful with these types of bosses. It missed? I didn't know spells could miss. Well, that's going to be a little bit of a concern. I think I'm basically just going to have to set her up to be like a person who counterattacks. In any event, I need to put you here. You need to block and protect Miraak from his own stupidity, from not knowing how to aim a bolt of lightning. We'll go in the meantime over here. We'll heal to top off Iris. I suppose I could have had... No, I know what I should have done. I'm too scared of the crits, though. I'm just way too terrified. I am gonna end. She just cannot be on the same plane as everyone else. Alright, let's see what happens. So we'll be able to get 11 back. And then we're gonna take another 22 unless it's a crit. Okay, there is not. We'll do a normal attack for 14 damage. So he's at 20 health now. We are going to attempt to flash again. It did hit, and this time it did 13. We are going to life her. They have 7 health, so as long as like one of my hits connects, we're in good shape. I am proposing a pretty aggressive course of action, which is Elcid attacking and then you attacking. So unless all 4 are blocked or miss or something ridiculously bad happens, yeah, we're fine. There's round 13 done. Alright, Warblade. We'll give that to Tiras. Any spells. Ooh, we have an upgrade. We got bolts. So we'll go ahead and get rid of Flash. We finally have an upper level spell. How did you ever get past the Jinn army and reach this town? Even if you get the crystals back, there'll be no peace until Emperor Grimm is defeated. go ahead and save here. Let's see, it's almost 3 hours in. Looking ahead. There's a map with 5 mages, which is not what I want to read. That map with 3 mages was enough to almost kill me. So, trying to think here. Do I want to push the 3 extra maps today, even though we've had it almost be a 3-hour stream, or do I want to like save it for Saturday and just have a shorter Saturday? I'm thinking what I'm probably going to do is just make it a shorter Saturday stream. I mean, we did great today. We made a lot of progress. It seems Alex said this was about an 8-hour game, and that's what it's shaping up to be. Quite honestly, is we've made amazing pacing with this. I think we've hit about roughly 6 hours with it, and it'll probably take us like less. We'll probably actually beat it in less than 8 hours, which is great. But I'll beat this game Saturday, unless it beats me first. Yeah, it's very short for an RPG, but like I said, it's perfectly, it's perfectly reasonable as a game. I don't mind it necessarily being short. I do think it has some mechanics that are, a bit odd when it comes to terrain, but other than that, it's really, really fun. I have not played Phantasy Star Gaiden before. I have heard of it, but I've not yet played it. I don't remember what Alex said about it. Let me take a look, because I think he played a. The first thing that comes up is a 1 out of 10 review from honestgamers.com. That's the only rating that comes up. And they wrote a walla of text about it. But I mean, I'm definitely interested in looking at it. I like the Game Gear, and I want to play more games that are on it. Granted, fast forward for grinding. Yeah, I will not have that. I will I will have to slow do that. But yeah, so looks like what I'll be having to do right now before I close is my game list is having to be updated. We are now going to be adding, after Lufia the Legend Returns, Xenogears. Again, haven't played that in 20 plus years, so it's gonna be a long one. So everyone better strap in for that. So yeah, you did have save states. This game allows it. I try to not use save states very often, especially since there are some games that just outright will not work with save states. Like, I remember there was a chest I was trying to get in Shining Force 3 or Shining Force Gaiden 3, and it ended up basically save states do not work. It confuses the game and it creates like multiples of your characters and other things like that, and I almost lost all my data. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to do that anymore. So I don't know. I'm afraid to do that with any Game Gear games or games I'm just not sure about. So yeah, you play for fun. If the game isn't fun without them, you use them. That's fair. Like I feel like at some level, like if there's something that's really, really aggravating, and if you remove that impediment, the game is tolerable. At that point, I support doing it. I kind of had to for Witchspring R, and then eventually for Summon Night 6, which was an okay tactical game, but my god, they yap more than I do sometimes, and so it became necessary to skip that. I have no idea why Victor Ireland was like so obsessed with translating that and so proud of it and like talking about how much more dialogue it was than everything else. And so yeah, I had to allow the obvious word, the shorthand for Analog Pocket. Yeah, it specifically has issues with the save state. Yeah, I don't know, but it's odd because it's literally just the Game Gear. Because I've done that. I had no problem with Shining Force 1 and 2 on the Genesis when it came to save stating. Not that I like any of the maps that I did like for real. I didn't really like mess with it. But in terms of like some of the grind maps off stream, I did dabble with it a bit. Those worked fine, but I guess it might have to do with the Game Gear itself. Yeah, it's just Game Gear. I don't know what it is about it, but it's not a big deal to me. Um, I'm not really having to live or die by any sort of save stating, at least when it comes to Game Gear. So, yeah, this is a very short RPG. I will do the final 3 maps on Saturday, and that means Pokemon Gold is on Tuesday. If for it's been even you thought it was long since I played Xenogears, it's been even longer since I touched Gold, like any way, shape, or form. And I've never played through it legitimately. I never deleted my brother's save. I don't know who the rival is in Gold. I don't know anything about Gold, because the anime doesn't talk about the rival of this game. I assume because there's not really a rival in Johto unless you count Gary. But in any event, I'll have all sorts of theories or connections about, oh yeah, this is that part from this town where Ash did this, and I'll be able to say all of that. But yeah. Any event, see everybody. It's gonna be Saturday. Will be the next stream. We'll continue. We'll continue Crystal Warriors. Lufia, there's no stream Thursday because I have to go to my brother's wedding. I'm actually leaving overnight on Wednesday, and I'll be there through Thursday. I'll be back home Friday. And so at that particular point, I'll be able to start attending streams, doing streams as normal. So I'll see everybody for the finale of Crystal Warriors on Saturday. Thanks for the company, and have a good night.